I mean, it's the most incredible place on earth, I think, in terms of like showing what humans at the very least. I mean, we know it's old, but it's at least 4,500 years old. Graham thinks it's probably a lot older than that. And that it's only one of many structures that exist that's incredibly old. You know, you have there's a bunch of them all over Peru. You have there's Machu Picchu. That's
and some
confusing.
are still buried, and they're just finding them now that are buried in there.
Sure, there's a lot of that, especially in South America. You know, they're finding a lot of stuff in the Amazon itself, where they thought the Amazon was just this great, crazy rainforest, this natural rainforest. Now they realize, no, the Amazon is actually human-created rainforest.
Wow.
Most of the plants that were growing in the Amazon were grown by human beings. They even had a specific type of soil that they had created. They created a type of soil called terra preta. And this type of soil, we don't even know how they did it. And it's like a thick black soil that you could find in the Amazon that's human created because it made for, a much richer soil to grow food and plants on.
Wow. That's so crazy.
They used to think that it was all just like a natural jungle. And now they realize like, no, this is agriculture that just
makes you
out of control.
The way that we have thought about everything. Modern engineering. Yeah. Like you said, we go one direction with combustion engines and levers and pulleys and cantilevers and physics. And they went another direction possibly into quantum. And
the thing is, like, we don't know how old it really is because all we have is the stone. So if you go back, let's get really crazy and say it's 100,000 years old, you don't have any tools left. Everything has been completely dissolved. Everything has been absorbed by the earth and decomposed. It doesn't exist anymore.
All you got are those structures.
All you have is stone.
Nothing that's man-made now will be around.
And so there's these massive mysteries. And then you have hieroglyphs that have these detailed kings that go back 30,000 years. Now, conventional Egyptologists will say, oh, that's myth. You know, the real Egypt started around 4,000, 5,000 years ago, but anything earlier than that is myth. But that's just archaeologists. It's like appeal to authority. They're just saying, we know, trust us. But you don't know. You definitely don't know.
You're educated the same way that everyone else is conventionally educated.